Yo. Y'all already know what it is, baby. How y'all doing? MCXPRadio is here in the studio. Back at it again for the BGSENetwork, man. Here to talk sports, talk all of that good stuff. I'm your host, man, the musicologist. Well, you know your boy A. Reed. I'm here in the mix. Of course, you see the Bengals beanie because, I always represent my squad regardless. Got my man Brian, aka Broken in the building, still with no face, but it's all good because, he's going to lace you up with his comments. Got it. A very good show. Very good show lined up, man. I can't wait because there's a lot to talk about. B, I'm glad you're here, baby. Let's get this show started. Let's go. Swagger pimp, yeah. Can't now another dude like me. Yeah. Okay, it goes 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock, rocking. It's time for hip hop. On they reach watch, no sir, not for show. No bars made up of fairy tales. I'm trying for the tragedy, I know it well. So put your hands up in the air just for the winners. A peace sign, the pimps, the prostitutes, the sinners. We all deserve a second chance, but we products of illusion and victims of our own circumstance. Apply the pressure, I bet you can. Live the life that you love, shout out to Rand. Love the life that you live, shout out again. It ain't a tough pill to swallow once you comprehend. Yeah. Back at it again, man. I love it. I love it. You are here, officially kicking it in the Friday Man Cave here on the BGSE Network, MCXPRadio. Please continue to like, subscribe, hit the bell, all of that good stuff, so you can always be notified when one of my shows or any of the shows that's on the network come on. Like I always say, man, if you got some comments, if you got anything that you want to say, please go ahead and post it up on the comment section while we're doing the live show. I promise, man, I'll go ahead and put the comments up, man. We can have a good discussion while you are here joining us. I am, again, your host, A. Reed, chilling in the mix, the biggest Bengal fan in Texas. My man Broken, he is here, a.k.a. Brian, a.k.a. Obama smoking a cigarette. So, what's up, man? What's up, man? I'm glad you're here.
That's
Glad you're here, bro.
look, look,
You don't
look
put up a
closer.
cigarette, so it's all good.
Look, hey, look closer. That's not a cigarette.
Wow. Well, Obama with a doobie. That's hilarious. It's all good, man. How you living, bro? How you living?
I'm good, man. I'm good. What's up with you, man?
I'm good. I'm good. Shout out to my boy Grib Chris, man. He just came down last weekend. We was able to all kick it. Had a very good time, man, with the fellas. We always don't get a chance to see each other that much, but when we do get together, it's pretty lit, man. So again, shout out to him for coming down to the TX, man, and representing and checking us out. Big show, man. A lot to talk about, man. Definitely a lot to talk about in this show. Shout out to everybody that's tuning in. Again, please put your comments. Let us know how you feeling. And let's talk, man. You ready to get into it, bro?
Yes, sir.
Ladies and gentlemen, let's get into it. Here we go. A Reed's 3 points. Let's get it. All right. All right. My 3 points. Let's first start it off, man. First start it off. Here we go, man. NFL week one. NFL week one is in the books. It's said, it's done. It's already came. It's already gone. A lot of upsets, a lot of things that people that probably did not expect. I did. I'm gonna just go ahead and say it. I did not expect Cincinnati to lose their opening game against the New England Patriots, but that just shows that preparation and turnovers can cause different, outcomes of these games. You think we fumbled the ball twice, something like that, man. Kind of had some bad juju going there, but we lost the game. But hopefully we come back this next week against Kansas City. Some notable games, man. I didn't know that if anybody was watching, but I watched this Kansas City Baltimore Ravens game that went right down to the wire, and apparently KC wins by a toe. you know, uh, Lamar Jackson that threw that threw a touchdown to the tight end. likely in the end zone, but they called it off because they said that his toe was out of bounds. So that negated that, and KC gets the win. Other notable wins of this week one: Steelers beating the Falcons. Texans actually showing up, beating the Colts 29-27. The Bears actually get their win, first win for Caleb Williams. That was 24-17. Who else we got? Cowboys. Cowboys came out and they whooped those damn Cleveland Browns, man. 33-17. Did their thing. Of course, the Detroit Lions, they're starting off hot. Won their game against the Rams. You had the 49ers beating the Jets. And I believe, man, didn't the Chargers got their win against the Raiders, man. Anything in particular in this first week of the NFL that kind of might have surprised you, shocked you, um, maybe got you excited, man?
Well, surprises definitely, definitely the Bengals. I mean that was a tough that was tough to see. That was tough to see for y'all because I mean I don't think anybody expected that. Probably nobody had the Patriots winning that game, and
Facts.
uh, I didn't think the Bengals would only score 10 points in that game. Word on the streets, your boy is cooked. Burrow, something wrong with his hand, his wrist. It's not healing right. He's not gripping the ball. He don't have his grip, the same grip strength that he had. So maybe it's affecting his throwing ability. I mean, that's for you to
Burrow,
decide. I'm just telling you what the streets are saying. I mean, I don't know.
yeah, but Burrow had a that hand injury from last year, but he did talk to the media and he said y'all are looking at him just pretty much doing wrist stretches and stuff like that. He said there's nothing wrong with the wrist. He's just, stretching it out and everything like that. He said he's been doing it since it's been healed, since training camp, since preseason, everything like that. So y'all just, the media just kind of caught that at that point in time and they were just making up a narrative pretty much. But he says the hand is healed. He says he's 100% good. This is the best he's ever felt. So I'm not worried. I'm taking Joe's word for it because it's his wrist. So we'll just see
Uh,
how it goes.
you might be capping, but I mean, if you believe him, let's go. I mean, hey, we'll see what happens in this next game. Chiefs do what they always do: win big games.
Cheat.
It seemed
No.
like Cheeks, no Chiefs, the Chiefs. They seem like they win big games. That's what they do. It don't matter what kind of turnover they have. Injuries, whatever, don't really seem like it hurts them. Losing guys, bringing new guys in, it seems like they always able to incorporate new wide receivers, young guys. Like they just plug. It's just they just plug them into the system, and these guys just
Plug
keep
and play.
moving,
Plug and play. Yeah.
plug and play, and they just keep moving. That Eagles, Saquon Barkley did what I expected him to do. I drafted him. I was lucky enough to draft him in one of my leagues. Had like 37 points for me, 3 touchdowns. Man's
Mhm.
look really explosive, look really good. Made the Giants look super stupid
Yes.
by not
Yes.
re-signing him.
Yes.
Uh,
Very much
uh,
so.
Bills surprised me somewhat. You know what I'm saying? I thought I coming into at least this first game, I'm thinking it's possible that Allen gets exposed a little bit. Not having any of the receivers from last year, just one receiver. You know what I'm saying? Held over.
Mhm.
The two tight ends were the same. Running backs pretty much the same, but not having any really true wide receivers, especially no number one, no valid number one wide receiver. I really didn't expect their offense to click as much as it did, and even in game two, I mean, he still looked really good. So Josh Allen, he's kind of solidifying himself as a real QB. You know what I'm saying? These first two
He
games of the
does this
week,
every year, but he does this every year. In the regular season, we look at him, we're like, oh, Josh Allen is blah, 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 blah. And give him all the
I
accolades
mean,
and all the credit. He's a very good quarterback.
some guys can't even do it in the regular season. So I
I
mean,
understand. He's a very good quarterback.
with
I,
all the turnover he has, bringing in new guys is almost reminiscent to the Chiefs, to where
yeah.
they can bring in unknown guys, they can switch up their offense, they can let number one receivers go to other teams, and they plug in guys that you never even heard of, and they keep pushing. So
Yeah.
I
But
mean,
see,
there's something to be said about that.
to me, it's a,
And he's fully healthy.
yeah.
That might sound like another dig at Burrow, but I mean, health matters. Like,
No, health does matter. Health does matter. To me, it's a collective of guys, especially quarterbacks in the league, that we don't even have to worry about them in regular season. We don't have to worry about them come regular season because we know that they're going to lead their teams into the playoffs. It's a handful of guys that we just look at them and we're just like, what are you going to do in the playoffs? That's all you want to know. What's going to happen in the playoffs? Because you know that they're going to go. These guys are Josh Allen. These guys are Joe Burrow. These guys are Lamar Jackson. These guys are Patrick Mahomes. You can even put Dak Prescott in there because everybody wants to know what the Cowboys are going to do and how Dak is going to be successful. You can put Jalen Hurts in there as well. You know what I'm saying? It's like just a handful of guys you just look at and be like, all right, we know what you're gonna do. You know, you can start to put Jared Goff in there now. You know what I'm saying? We know what you're gonna do in the regular season.
Lamar, don't forget
Yeah,
about
I
Lamar.
said Lamar. Yeah, yeah.
Oh, you
I
said
already
okay.
mentioned
You
Lamar.
said
Yeah,
okay.
but
All
we
right,
know what
my
you're
bad.
gonna do regular season. When it comes to playoffs, that's strictly what it matters. That's strictly what it matters. So I'm not dissing Josh Allen or anything, but when it comes to playoffs,
Well, you
you
got to
know, it's
get to
just
the
been
play.
known to come.
Well, you got to win games to get to the playoffs first.
Facts.
So there's that. And
Facts.
like I said, I'm just a tad bit surprised. They offense clicked immediately. You know what I'm saying? Bringing all these new guys in and having these receivers. Obviously, their offensive scheme that they're using right now is pretty good. They able to use what they have and utilize it to some pretty good ability. So I
Yeah,
mean,
man.
to be fair, they have not played a defensive powerhouse yet. So
No, not yet.
to be fair to the to you know in full disclosure, I mean, you play the Cardinals the first week and the Dolphins the second week, and I mean the Dolphins statistically their defense did some good things last season, but nobody has ever really sat here and thought the Dolphins was stopping anybody.
True. 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 And then even
Uh,
with that, man, even with that, I've always said that I was a person to I don't really gauge a team until the first 4 weeks, till like the first quarter of the season is done. You know what I'm saying? Once
oh yeah,
the first
four
four
games.
games,
Yeah,
4 games kind of tells me, you know what I'm saying, what the identity of the squad, what the direction may be looking like, and stuff like that. So it's hard for me to gauge between week 1 and week 2. Maybe you're still getting out the kinks. Some of them they can start right off hot, right out the gate, and then they fall flat. You know, come the end of the season. Some people they start off bad and end up heating up by the end of the season. Some people just become stalemates, end up with an 8-8 season. You know what I'm saying? 7-9, 9-7 type season. So that's why I always kind of withhold my judgment within until I see the first 4 games. But yeah, but most
well,
definitely.
yeah. I mean, traditionally, we know that teams that start on four don't do anything. Statistic wise, this has been only like one or two teams that ever started 0-4 and either went to the Super Bowl or no, even made the playoffs. I don't even know what I'm talking about when it comes to Super Bowl. I'm not even sure if a 0-4 team has ever went to the Super Bowl, but 0-4 is like That's the season killer, you know.
Pretty much. Pretty much.
So yeah, I hear what you're saying. Um, any of those other week one games? I mean, my Chargers, my Chargers won. You know,
Yeah.
Harbaugh has
Yeah.
never lost in week
Yeah.
one or yeah, like a opening season game in his career in the NFL. It's only about what 5 seasons, something like that.
Yeah.
But he won his first game with his new team. Defense looked cool. I mean, we can say, hey, it was only the Raiders. You can say that all day, but the Raiders dropped like 60, 62, 64 on you boys the last time they played us.
Mm.
So holding them to 10 points is a is a obvious improvement over the last time they beat us. You know what I'm saying? Held
I
them to
think
10 points.
I think with the Chargers, you're going to see a very different identity of a squad this year.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
And I'm not like I think I'm kind of excited about that. I'm excited about that. Yeah,
Uh, I think
I am.
some mediocrity is still going to pop up there. The offense didn't look super great. You know what I'm saying?
They
The
still got to
offense,
build the squad up. They still got to build the squad up. But I think these guys are going to play with a lot more intensity, and they're going to play with a lot more. I won't say necessarily courage, but I think they're going to believe in what they can do more so under this coach than what they did in the past. You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
Yeah.
they're gonna have more faith in the coaching
I
staff
feel
that the
like I feel
coaching
like
staff.
they'll run through a wall for Harbaugh, but they wouldn't do it in the past. But I feel like they're gonna go out there and they're gonna give it a all. So that's gonna be nice to see. Definitely,
Yeah,
definitely gonna be nice to see. So
the mediocrity is still gonna pop up. Offensive line is not where it should be yet. You know what I'm saying? They'll probably start playing better though. And receiving core is not super great or anything like that. So they're gonna have to add to that in the future. But
yeah,
yeah, yeah, we'll wait and see. We'll wait and see. I think we'll wait and see what happens with them.
yeah,
But yeah, hey, I mean I'm excited for the change in regime. You know what I'm saying? I think the future is gonna
very
be
bright.
a lot brighter than the past. I'll tell you
No
that.
doubt, no doubt, no doubt. And I give you that. Let's go on to point number two, man. Point number two. Now we witnessed a hellacious, well, not hellacious, but yeah, a terrible incident last night with Tua Tagovailoa. Um, People, if you don't know, and send you a picture, Tua actually had another concussion, and this being like his fourth since he's been in the NFL. I know he had a concussion when he was in college. Um, and Tua just signed like a 200 like $1 million like signing bonus or deal, re up on his contract before the season started. Um, as you can see right there in that picture, man, he was down when he took that hit. Um, his arms kind of locked up, his fingers are kind of locked up and whatnot. But he was able to walk off the field. You can see his coach right there, McDaniels, uh, showing him love and giving him comfort and stuff like that. But at some point, man, you start worrying about the player's safety. And like I did mention just earlier, like this is like his fourth one in the NFL. My question is, what is next for Tua? What's next for Tua? I'm hearing that a lot of people are saying, especially a lot of these ex NFL players, are saying that Tua needs to go ahead and just retire, and he needs to think about the longevity of his life at this point because it seems he's very concussion prone. You know what I'm saying? Um, it's like just when he gets better, you're like, okay, he's cool, he's back, bam, 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 pow, another concussion. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, this being his fourth since he's been in the league, is it time for him to just go ahead and just give it up, or should he, hold it down and come back, try to honor that contract or something like that?
I mean, that's the question only he can answer, truly. I mean, the crazy part is you said hellacious and then you thought about it. And I think what you were thinking about was that it wasn't even necessarily a real hellacious hit like that, though.
It
It
wasn't. It
really
wasn't.
wasn't.
And
It really
honestly, it could have
wasn't.
been prevented. Yeah, honestly could have been prevented. In my opinion, if he had kind of like slid instead of
Yeah, it's a baseball
go
slide.
head first. Yeah,
If we do a baseball, he already had the first down. He already had the first down. It was really no reason for him to be trying to fight for extra yards right there. With his history and stuff like that, I think some players can only play in one gear. They never really been able to play in a different gear. I mean, RG3 was kind of like that. You know what I'm saying? To
true.
where they would be begging this guy to run out of bounds. You know what I'm saying? And he kind of take more contact. Josh Allen does it, but Josh Allen is fucking huge, and he got weight behind him. So you know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? I
yeah.
mean that's he can. Josh Allen can afford to play like that because he
So
built
big
different.
game. What's up, big game? Glad you
What's
could tune
happening?
in.
What's happening?
Say
Josh is
for them
Josh is
games.
uh Josh is built different. So Tua could have slid. He could the baseball slide. I mean, they was like, oh, vicious hit by Damar Hamlin. I'm like, wait a minute, no, Damar Hamlin pulled up. Tua ran into him into his midsection. Basically, it's not like Damar Hamlin came through helmet to helmet. He didn't lower his shoulder. He didn't knee him in the head. I mean, come on, man. I mean,
It's very hard for me to say because he just got this $200 million deal, and it's not like I could just.
I don't
It's
think most quarterbacks would have got a concussion on that play. I don't. I just. It's hard for me to believe that. Like looking at that,
square
I
base,
don't
and
think.
we just saying that. We just saying that because it wasn't that
Yeah,
vicious. Yeah.
yeah,
Uh,
yeah.
it's just, but I mean, dude, he's had anybody that's played football. Anybody that has played football, like you've gotten concussed at some point in time. Like it's just the nature of the beast. I know I have, and I didn't even realize that I was actually concussed at the time. I just thought it was just a ring. I was
Almost,
just hearing in my
almost,
hand. I was just like,
almost anybody who've played any sports. I mean, it's been guys get concussed playing basketball. Like
yeah,
you can get elbowed in the head and get concussed. I mean, you
you
can
don't
hit the ground.
necessarily
You
no,
can hit
but
the ground wrong. You can go up for a layup and somebody undercut you. You know what I'm saying? And you hit your head on the down, concrete. Like, you know what I'm saying? If you're playing on hard top, you know what I'm saying? I mean, if you're playing outdoors, like you can run into the damn pole. I mean, anything, you know what I'm saying? Like as kids, we all been probably concussed, especially the generation that actually played outside.
see, big game. I'm starting to think that maybe it's something from old in the past that it's almost like he's so fragile that he gets concussed very easily.
Well,
You know
yeah,
what I'm saying?
I believe the more concussion,
Something that's lingering, like yeah, the
well, I
more
believe
that it
that's
happens,
true.
it's just
Well, yeah,
the
I
more that it
believe
happens, the
that's
easier that it can, but the easier that it can come about. But to me,
yes.
my my whole thing for me, especially if you put yourself in the position as like the GM of the organization, you know, you've had him all of these years. You've, since you drafted him and whatnot, and you're just like, okay, you want to do the right thing, but then you want to do the best thing for your team as well. And the best thing for your team is letting him sit, getting himself through the concussion protocol, making sure that he's okay, putting him back there on the field when he's 100%, going with your backup and everything like that. But then you also have to look at the fact like this could possibly happen again, and it might be like the worst of the worst. You know, at this point in time, I know I just signed him all this money, but this guy has a family at the house. Am I risking his life for the family aspect and whatnot? You know,
No,
just for us
no,
to win these games. So I don't
no.
know. It's kind of to me it's kind of a tough balance. It's kind of a
The
tough balance.
the GM is not risking his life.
No, I'm talking about
The,
am I risking my player's life?
no,
You know what I'm saying? Am I risking his life for his
no,
family and stuff?
the GM is not risking Tua's life. The coach is not risking Tua's life. So yes, the best thing for the organization is for Tua to play. That's their best quarterback. So the best thing for them is yes, they want him to play. Tua is the one that's risking his life if he continues to play. Tua is a man who makes his own decisions
Mhm.
regarding what he values. You see what I'm saying? So
Okay.
Tua has to make the risk reward assessment on whether he continues playing or not. The decision is up to him. So I don't think it's I think it's mm.
It's tough.
So should the GM just say we're not going to play our number one quarterback? Like is so they what do they force him into a medical retirement? Like the team should do that. The team would be hurting themselves doing that. I mean, you can always do it under the guise of I'm trying to help this man, but if this man is saying he wants to play, I mean, you can take that away from him. You can take that away from him.
I think that would be an honorable discharge if they did because they're looking at his overall safety. You know, they don't, and with all of these issues with CTE and everything like that, like you got to put all of that into consideration. Now, at the same time, at the same time, I'm looking at how you got some players that are playing with this new cap on their head. I forgot what it's called, like the hedge
The
cap or
guard,
some guard cap,
the
guardian
guardian.
cap.
Well, there's some kind of guardian helmet, I think, or something like that.
Yeah. So it gives like some extra padding. So do you put that on Tua or whatnot? You know, do you have them try that out or whatever the case? I don't know, man. I don't know because that'll be a very tough decision for me as a GM and as an owner.
I think it's a thin line between letting someone make their own decisions and then also protecting someone from themselves,
That's what I'm
right?
saying. That's what I'm saying.
Because I guess you do sometimes, there's the human element behind it. There's, caring about someone's future and like do you have to protect this person from themselves? Like if he's willing to just go out there and throw his body around, he's willing to take those risks. But I mean, I guess you can say, as a GM or a coach or somebody and say, hey man, we're not gonna let you do it. We're not gonna let you risk your life. I mean, yeah, they would definitely be hurting themselves. I don't
I mean, yeah, they would hurt themselves. I mean, they would hurt themselves because they wouldn't have a quarterback. But I mean, you just find you another quarterback. I mean, I
yeah,
hate the way to say it, but
that's not easy. That's not necessarily easy to do
I know it's not easy.
in a league that lacks a full complement of quarterbacks. I mean, there's in this league, there's not even truly. So how many teams we have in the league? 30, 32, 32.
Yeah,
There's not 30 real quarterbacks. There's not even 30 like real quarterbacks in this league.
that's the issue.
We we got teams that I mean Bryce Young is starting for an NFL team. He's not a starting quarterback in this league. So I mean what the Dolphins they do have okay, what the Dolphins
Somebody got to
do
play the
have,
position.
somebody got to play the position. And what the Dolphins do have though is they have assets. and
Mm-hmm.
they have tradable assets.
Mm-hmm.
So you got Trey Lance, Jimmy Garoppolo out there sitting on benches. You got Penix sitting on the bench right now, even though I highly doubt Atlanta would trade Penix, especially the way Kirk Cousins looked in week 1, where he could just like barely move. He didn't take a snap under center at all. So
Or
you have to be concerned about Kirk Cousins' health. They're not going to trade Penix, but um,
or you can look at some of these guys that are currently maybe still want to play but haven't been on the team, like maybe like Matt Ryan.
no,
No,
too old.
I'm just saying you start looking, and you got to look everywhere. At this point,
Well,
you got to start looking everywhere.
yeah, but he wouldn't fit the Dolphin system, not at all. He wouldn't fit the Dolphin. I mean, but you're right though. You still got to look. I mean, Flacco's still out there somewhere, right?
Flacco
Flac,
went to
uh,
Cleveland last year.
Flacco,
Was
Flacco's
balling.
still out there. Tannehill's out there.
Tannehill.
He's
But do
younger.
you want to really bring? I don't know if they want to bring him back necessarily,
He
but
can
still.
move. He can move. He can move. He can move a little better than Ryan and Flacco. But yeah, Ryan is done. Matt Ryan is done. But I mean, you got guys sitting on the bench. You got Trey Lance, man. You got Trey Lance. You got Garoppolo. You got some guys sitting on benches that kind of young, kind of healthy. Uh, may be able to do something with some guys. You may be able to do something with, and they have assets. They have tradable assets. They'll probably be able to use to get one of these guys.
I think they should probably talk to Pittsburgh and get either Russ or Justin Fields and let the other guy be the starter in Pittsburgh.
Yeah, well, yeah, there you go. Yeah, the Steelers have two quarterback. They got two quarterbacks, but with Russell battling injury issues, though, I don't think Fields isn't going anywhere anytime soon. And you're not trading for Russell. You're not trading for a hurt quarterback who
True.
missed the
True.
who missed the first game of the season and will probably, in all likelihood, it's looking like he's gonna miss game 2 as well. So I
Mm.
don't think yeah, I don't think that's in reasonable. I don't think either one of those guys are going anywhere.
Keeping in with the Miami Dolphins, it's not my third point, but I kind of added this point in it. Um, there was also talk about from this week 1 game and whatnot about Mr. Tyreek Hill getting arrested right before he was entering the game. As you can see, there's some pictures right there. I'm not really like trying to put him down or anything. He's right there out the outside of the stadium, and he gets pulled over. I didn't really watch the cop video that they had that was released or whatnot. I know that the cop that did arrest him did necessarily get on administrative leave. Um, oh no, man, I don't know. That's kind of iffy. But I will say this is hilarious that he scores a touchdown in the game and does the rest as a touchdown celebration. Tariq is very petty, but I think that's beautiful. That's a beautiful get back. Um, I don't know, man. Maybe I need to watch the video first to get the full
uh,
clarification.
I
But
under
but
I
but 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 Tyreek did say if y'all should already know who I am. If he wasn't Tyreek Hill, how would it
it,
be?
I kind of have a problem. I kind of have a problem, even if he's a black guy. Even if he's a black guy, I kind of have a problem when rich people or famous people or athletes expect different treatment from law enforcement than regular citizens.
Mm,
I
mm,
kind of have a problem with
mm.
that. But I'm always almost on the uh, see we trying to be good here. Oh my god, I can't say what I want to say about these cops because the cops are out of control a lot of times, and a lot of times, right? Like especially in this, I kind of understand the police officer's position in terms of asking Hill to roll down his window. because Hill
Right.
got back. Hill rolled the window up, and he has complete limo tint. You can't see in the car.
Right. Right.
So yes, the cops should know who Hill is, and he probably do know who Hill is. So Hill is obviously not going to reach for a gun or whatever, but the cops still don't know that. He don't know what's in your hand, what you're doing. He can't see through the windshield. You need just roll the window down, dog. Just roll the freaking window down. What I have a problem with a lot of cops, I'm more upset with how the cops treated his teammates
Ah, yeah.
than
Calais
Hill.
Campbell. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Because his teammates came up and tried to talk to the cops, and the cops always have a problem with bystanders, and they treat bystanders like crap too. You know what I'm saying? And he gave one of the players a ticket for talking about he's obstructing traffic when his car is like on the side. It's like basically to the side. It wasn't really fully on the curb, but he wasn't really blocking traffic. Nobody was like trying to get through. Like the cops had a stop anyway, so people wasn't even really driving through there like that anyway at
Real
that
talk.
point. Like,
Real talk.
and it's like, and he kept, well, give me your ID now. Give me your ID. Like they always so aggressive, and the cops escalate. They escalate a lot more than the citizens escalate, because the cops think just because they're cops, you gotta do everything they say. You know what I'm saying? And that they just the ultimate authority over your life at that point. Like it's just they so arrogant. And I think I'm more upset with how the cops treated his teammates versus Hill himself. Honestly, Hill he's not even a little. I mean, most wide receivers are prima donnas. They arrogant, they narcissistic. You know what I'm saying? That's just the personality of most wide receivers, right? Like especially just a star number one wide receiver like Hill. So Hill is just kind of like I mean, and he admitted that he would have did some things differently,
Yeah. Yeah.
like
Yeah.
like like roll down your window with that dark
I heard
tint, with
that.
the dark ass limo tint that nobody can see through. You know what I'm saying? But uh yeah, he'll act like a clown sometimes. I mean, they didn't really have to put him on the ground, put the knee in his back, all that.
Yeah.
I mean,
True that.
but
True that. True that. True that. I agree with that. But
and they didn't have to put his teammates in handcuffs like that. That's crazy. His teammate, like, how come the cops can't just talk to people like human beings? Just treat people like human beings, man. Just treat the cops. They just so aggressive, and they get so upset, especially with bystanders. Bystanders he's just walking up and trying to, hey man, we all play for the Dolphins. He's a Dolphin player. We just trying to get into the stadium. And it's like the cops always take a situation and run it from 0 to 100 like so fast, man. Like, and they act like it's always the public that's escalating these confrontations. That is totally, completely not true. The cops escalate faster than the public do almost every single time.
yeah, man. Yeah. I don't know, man. I have no clue, but it's funny. It's funny though. Um, point number three. Point number three, man. I don't know if you was shocked. I wasn't shocked, but I was actually kind of lit when I heard about this, man. But it has been announced that Kendrick Lamar will be doing a halftime show this year in New Orleans. Now, it's a lot of backlash that is coming along with this, with Kendrick Lamar doing the Super Bowl halftime show, especially the fact that it is in New Orleans. A lot of people are feeling that Lil Wayne should have been chosen to do the Super Bowl this year because that is his home city. What a lot of people don't realize, a lot of folks was over there blaming Jay-Z and stuff like that because somehow he has influence of who gets on the stage or performs at the halftime or something like that. But from what I've kind of researched, they said that it's more or less the city that decides, excuse me, what artist is going to perform when it comes to the Super Bowl. So I don't know. It's a lot of, I don't know all the hands and who made all the true decisions for this. But for one, I feel excited to see Kendrick. I think Kendrick has had a wonderful run this year with everything that he's had going on, especially the stuff that he had dealing with Drake. Um, and now I think this just kind of just tips tips up to the man's success of what he's been doing. I would actually personally, would like to see him feature Lil Wayne or feature some kind of New Orleans artist in the show. Will it happen? I don't know necessarily. I think Lil Wayne just came out with a thing, um, with a video talking about how sad he was that he didn't get picked. But I mean, to each his own. Um, Brian, Kendrick is doing the Super Bowl, man. What's up?
Uh, apparently, the league, the NFL, which I guess Jay Z is a part of. Jay Z Rock Nation is a part of talent development and stuff like that. Uh, as part of all of that, the league supposedly gives the city a list of artists to choose from,
Hmm.
and I don't know who. I Maybe we need to find out who in the city is deciding this thing. It's probably comes out of the mayor's office, I would assume, right? So it would have to go through the mayor and the mayor's office, out of the mayor's office, some kind of way, and through maybe some kind of firm or whatever that the mayor works with and everything like that. They decided and they chose Kendrick Lamar.
Mm-hmm.
So maybe Wayne was not on that short list. So if Wayne is not on the list of who the NFL who the NFL threw up, the city couldn't even choose Wayne because he's not on the list.
Yeah.
Now, why was Wayne not on the list? Who knows? Who knows? Jay-Z and Rock Nation could have submitted Wayne to be on the list, and the NFL said no. The NFL still has the ultimate decision on who is submitted and who's not submitted, right? So
Right.
and then the city looked at the list and they chose Kendrick. So that's just the way it was in this situation. Um I kind of felt a little sorry for Wayne, just looking at that video because it did look like he was truly hurt, and now I understand why Juvie and Nikki and some of the other NO people was so upset with Wayne not getting picked because obviously they probably talked to Wayne or whatever. They had private conversations with Wayne, and they realized how much it hurt Wayne for him not to get picked, and then they decided to come out ahead of Wayne shooting his video that he shot recently explaining, how tough it was for him not to be on it, and he felt like he let down the fans and everything by
Yeah.
not getting. I mean, it's kind of it's kind of ridiculous for Wayne to make that video. To a certain extent, I feel sorry. To a certain extent, I kind of don't. I mean, like, put your big boy britches on, dog. You didn't get chosen, so what? Like, you know what I'm saying? I didn't think he would even be this distraught over it, but
Yeah, that's what I'm surprised on.
Wayne was a lot more emotional about it than I figured he would have been.
Same. So that's what kind of threw me for a loop. That's what kind of threw me for a loop for that. So I mean, I don't know. I think we're in for something special though. I think this
I
Kendrick
mean,
is a very
I hope Kendrick is able to bring out some guys. I said, hopefully he brings out Wayne, but I mean, I wasn't really thinking clearly, obviously, when I said that because, you know, Wayne obviously gonna have some loyalty to Drake in this situation. And I don't think Wayne
true
is
that
gonna
I
come
had
out.
to think about that too.
I don't Wayne is not coming out with Kendrick. It's just that's not gonna happen. Nobody from the Young Money camp, You know what I'm saying?
No, no, no,
Is
no,
gonna
no.
do it. Juvie is obviously not gonna do it based on his video. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know who from NO Wayne might be able to get, and all of the NO guys might decline. He might ask a few guys, and I'm thinking it's possible that all of them decline it in solidarity with Wayne. Not necessarily in solidarity with Drake, but in solidarity to Wayne. So it's gonna appear like they standing in solidarity to Drake, but it's with Wayne. It's not, you know what I'm saying? But you know, maybe it's somebody from NO. Hopefully, it's a big name. Hopefully, it's somebody that's respected in the city. If EA is able to bring somebody out, and if not, I mean, I
It's gonna
was
be a
kind of
dope show
surprised.
regardless.
I think it's gonna be a dope show. I was just kind of surprised people cared so much about it, though. I was kind of
Yeah,
surprised. I didn't know it was gonna create this much controversy. It's almost like they don't like Kendrick down there.
what's up, big bro? He said I forgot Wayne is with Drake. He could get P. I don't know. He might could get Master P, but Master P, you know, I think all of them are possibly together. I don't know, man. Still think it's
Nah,
gonna be.
well, I don't know. Matt, he might be able to get Master. He might be able to get P. He might be able to get. He might be
I
able to
think
get
it was still.
somebody from that no limit wave. Somebody from the no limit train. He might be able. He might
Yeah,
be able to get.
but
He
Juvie was
might be
part
able
of
to get.
that too, though. That's what I'm saying. Juvie was part of
Yeah,
that no limit. So
yeah. No, wait. Are you sure about that?
I believe he was.
No. Juvie was Hot Boys, right?
Juvie wasn't with.
No,
No, he
no,
wasn't
no,
no limit soldier.
no. It's Cash Money. Juvie is Cash Money, right? Juvenile. Yeah, he's Cash Money, right? Come on
Uh,
now, somebody in the audience, key up and let us. Juvie is Cash Money. Juvenile is part of the Hot Boys, right?
uh, yeah, you're right. He still signed with Cash Money.
Right, right, right.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
he's a Hot Boy. Yeah, he's Hot Boys.
Okay.
Yeah, Juvie is with Manny Fresh and Lil Wayne. Yeah, yeah, he was always with them. So he's not from
Okay.
the No Limit train. No, 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 he's not from No Limit.
Well, then I can see. Then if you say that, then I can see P come out there and they make you say, nah, nah, nah. It could be lit though. I think it's still gonna be lit, regardless. I think it's still gonna be dope. I
And, you
think
know,
Kendrick was
Snoop and
someone find a
Snoop
way.
Snoop was signed to No Limit. You know what I'm saying? So Snoop and Kendrick has done things. He can obviously somebody can introduce him to Master P. So
That
maybe
is
it's
a
Master
dope
P.
idea, bro. Big bro said if not, holla at Boosie just to represent
Well,
Louisiana.
but Boosie said something about it too, though, didn't he? Wasn't
I don't
Boosie on
know.
Wayne's side? I think
I don't
Boosie
know.
said something
I don't
in
know.
support of Wayne.
Boosie and Weapon, man. That'll be fire. That would be fire. He
We'll
said
see. We'll see. To me, I said he gotta bring somebody from
he
NO
said
out
get
though. He had
mystical.
he
I
has
think mystical
he
locked
has
up
to.
again.
Yeah, Mystical is he in jail right now?
I think he got locked up again. So we can get mystical. So yeah, but I digress on the point to just say this. I think Kendrick will have it thought out. I think he will get it planned out the way they need to, and I feel like that there will be some type of surprise that everybody's not looking for. It is going to surprise you, and it's going to make you be like, "Yo, man, this turned out to be one of the dopest halftime shows that we've seen." You know what I'm saying? So, and think about it, he's got all season to plan this out and to get whoever
we'll,
he needs to help out. So he's got time. So looking
we'll
forward to it.
see.
Looking forward to it.
We'll
Looking
see.
forward to it. MCXP Radio for the BGSE Network, man. Appreciate everybody that's tuning in, logging in, all of that stuff. Make sure you hit the like button. Make sure you hit the subscribe and hit the bell for the notifications and all that stuff, man. So you guys can always be in tune when we come into the mix. We're getting up towards the end of the show, but y'all already know what it is, man. It is time for the winners and losers. Let's go. Winners and losers, y'all. Winners and losers. This is my spot towards the end of the show, man, where I kind of give my 2 cents on some people that I feel that have won within this past week and people that I feel like that have lost within this past week. Okay. With that being said, let's get into it. My first winner for this winner and loser section is actually Mr. DeMar Hamlin. And I say this because it's beautiful to see DeMar Hamlin return onto the field. Now, uh, anybody that has watched um, football, I believe it was about 2 years ago when he had that horrific accident on the field where he made a tackle while he was playing Cincinnati Bengals. Um, Made the tackle and he collapsed on the field, and they had to resuscitate him. Everybody thought that he had died and whatnot. But through the grace of God and medical staff and everything, he was able to come back, and it was just good to see him walking, still being good. And now we look at him fully fledged. He's healthy. He's hungry. He's out there. He's playing football again for the Buffalo Bills. The crazy part about it is that DeMar was actually the one that's associated with this Tua Tagovailoa hit or concussion or whatever you want to call it. Um, I'm not putting any blame on him because, like you did say earlier, Brian, that he was kind of pulling up, wasn't necessarily trying to
Illumina-
hit him like that.
Illuminati vibes again. Illuminati vibes hitting again. You remember all
Don't.
that talk? All that talk
Oh
back then.
man. Oh yeah. Yeah.
Back,
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
hey, 33rd degree, man. Hey, the universe is crazy, dog. The universe is very ironic and crazy, dog.
It's wild. But I'm just saying that to say that it's good to see the guy back out there after that horrific incident, whether
Oh
it
no,
was
it
true or
is.
not,
It
whether people
definitely
believe
is.
it or not. It's just good to see somebody that went through that to get back on the field to do what they need to do. All right. That's my little spiel with tomorrow. My winner, though, my winner solidified winner for this year is this
For
man
this
here
week.
for this week. Oh shit, it's sharp.
He's a winner. He's a winner.
Oh shit, it's sharp. I'm saying he's a winner. Listen to me, man. I'm saying he's a winner, not necessarily because of the act, not necessarily because of the deed,
That's what he said.
but look,
That's what he
look,
said.
look. It is
That's what he said,
hilarious. It's just to me, this has just been the most hilarious thing to
bro.
me that
Bro,
somebody like Shannon Sharp,
bro.
private, all of that other stuff, and all the jokes that everybody has made about Shannon and him being fruitcake and all that other stuff. And now you see he's a I still have my questions.
Well, is it okay? What you just said begs the question, and you was probably about to ask this question: was it staged so he can dodge those allegations?
See, I wasn't even gonna go there. But I have my questions. Just how does your phone just so happen to get on IG Live? Because anybody that has ever worked IG Live, it's literally about like 3 steps that you have to do before you even get on IG Live. You got to hit the little box at the bottom. You got to scroll over to the live part. Then they actually make you type in a freaking what is it? A title before you can even hit that, and then you can hit the live button. And it's like three or excuse me, like 3 or 4 steps that has to happen. So how does it just randomly gets on IG Live?
Wait, is that true? Like, there's no faster way to go to IG Live.
Not that I know of, bro. Not that I know of.
So you have to, because I've never used IG Live either. So you're saying you have to put a title in. before you go live.
All right, so let's try to run through this. Let me see if I can. I don't believe it. I don't believe it. I don't believe it. Okay, so if y'all can see my phone, that's my little son AJ, Andrew in there. But see, you have to go to live. Okay, you see right there. What does it say? Add a title. Okay, so you literally have to
So
type.
just press the button.
Well, yeah, you can probably
Don't
press.
don't add a title. Just press the button and see if it goes live. See,
Okay,
you don't have to add a title.
okay, okay. Okay, you are now live. Okay, so okay, so I just seen it. So it's quite possible. It's quite possible that maybe.
So wait, you say okay, so you gotta open the app though, right? So like you got say he's already in the app looking at stuff. Okay, so like say he's walking. This is from his own mouth, right? How he said it happened. He said, "I was holding my phone. I walked in the room, throw the phone on the bed." Right.
Yeah,
So just even giving him the most liberal scenario, like the scenario that's the best in his favor would be to say that he was already on IG, right? Like walking in the room.
yeah,
So like say
maybe.
he's walking in the room and he already has the app open. Now so show me so you said you have to press live.
Yeah, you got to scroll over there to the live part. It's a little button down here. See, what I'm thinking
Okay.
is he probably already had it in his hand. He probably
Okay.
had it faced like this in the palm of his hand. The palm hit
Okay.
that. The palm hit the button at the bottom, and then somehow, see, it starts off on a reel, so it has to scroll over there to go to a live. You know what I'm saying? Like it has to scroll,
And then you would have to press that button. That
and then
is
you
a
have to.
lot of step. That's a
That's a
lot of
lot of
steps,
steps to
dog.
me. You see what I'm saying? That's a lot of steps to me. So I don't know, man. I don't know. Then he did say that somebody else that works for him has access to his phone, like has access to his account or whatnot. You know what I'm
He
saying? Because
did.
they was the one that turned it
He
off.
said it. Yes, he said someone else turned it off.
See what I'm saying? So I don't know. And maybe it was to beat those allegations. I don't know. I'm just saying, to me, he wins because this is the most hilarious thing that I've seen, and it's not just that, bro. It's
To hear him and
to
Ocho
hear
talking
him,
about it, though, like to hear
bro,
him and Ocho getting on him
bro,
about it, dog. Ocho's getting
bro.
on him
It
about it.
is
That's just
hilarious.
hilarious. He had Kai Sinat on
He had Kai
with
on
him
there.
with
Lavelle
him and
Crawford
Ocho.
got on him. Like, bro, like it is hilarious to me. And then even the stuff that he was saying, bro, I was just like, yo, Shannon, chill, bro. Like, but I digress, man. So yes, the Hamlin and Shannon Sharp, man. You guys are the winners. Hey, I told you, Skip. I'll get it in.
No. But I said the chick did it. The chick
I
went.
don't know.
The chick did. That's what I was thinking. I was thinking that the woman he was with, she's the one that turned the live on. That's what I
I
was
kind of
thinking.
thought that too. I kind of thought that too, but I don't know, bro. Real talk.
Because you know how I'm just saying, you know how women are to where they be like, you've been hiding our relationship and I want people to know we together, and the dude be like, well, I don't show my women like that. I'm private. I don't, yeah, we together, we cool and everything, but it's kind of like, okay, well,
It ain't
yeah,
one of them type of things, though.
watch when they hear you dicking me down. You know what I'm saying, Pauls?
Man, this stuff is hilarious. So that's hilarious to me. So yeah, so those two, man, DeMar and Shannon, It's just seeing everybody roast him, man. Seeing everybody roast him about it, man. It's just
Hey,
been
he got to win. Hey, all publicity is good publicity nowadays. Almost right.
yeah,
Almost
yeah,
99%.
yeah,
You go viral. You stay relevant. And hey, Shannon has been able to keep his name out there for months and months now. He's like one of the hottest things going right now in media. You know what I'm saying?
real
He's
talk.
not gonna.
Real talk.
Apparently he's not gonna get fired from ESPN for it, which I don't think he should.
No, no, no,
By
no.
by the way, I don't think he should, but and I mean I don't think they could because he's so hot because his property is so hot,
Yeah,
right? He been on a roll, right? Like I mean,
yeah, yeah. And it
since
wasn't
the
as bad
beginning
as
of the
Paul.
year.
It wasn't as bad as Paul Pierce. Like that. Paul Pierce's video was just come on, bro.
It was Paul Pierce's video. I mean, it actually kind of works because he was actually having sex. You know what I'm saying? The
Yeah,
audio is kind of worse. I mean, but Paul Pierce had the video to go along with it. I think Paul Pierce's eyes looking so red and looking like he was like smoking weed. I think that's what
yes,
did
with
him
the
in.
girls twerking in the
The
back and like
alcohol, the alcohol, the
all of
alcohol,
that
the
was a bad look.
alcohol.
All of
Yeah,
that
the
was a bad
alcohol
look.
in his eyes. I mean, he
He
looked
was lit.
tossed. Like
He
he
was
was lit.
lit.
He was
He was
stupid lit.
gone. My loser for the week is somebody that everybody has actually been telling me about. It's not actually somebody, but it's a company that everybody has been quite upset with. And that just so happens to be Direct TV.
Direct TV. What? Why they taking L's?
Everybody's upset with DirecTV because they have been taking the football package away from everybody that is a part of DirecTV. People are not able to watch college football. People are not able to watch NFL football. They're setting
What?
them up on like Disney Channel stuff and all this other stuff, and you got to pay like an extra bundle for all of this. I know plenty of people,
What?
my brother,
What?
my parents, my friends at the job site included. These people are upset with DirecTV for what they've done because this is the time of the year that they want to watch their sports. They can't watch any of their sports because they have to pay something else for Disney and all this other crap. So apparently, a lot
Oh,
of these guys,
they didn't bundle sports, college football and NFL with other bundles. They didn't put it
nah,
into a like a mega bundle or something. Is that what you're saying?
they yeah they did something to where these people can't watch that stuff. Folks are going to Hulu, folks are going to YouTube TV. Um, my brother included, and he's been with DirecTV for years, pretty much grandfathered in, and he's upset. He is
He
highly
dis
upset.
he's oh wow.
So my
I didn't
dad,
know.
my dad was even trying to figure it out the other day. He was like, "Look, I need to go somewhere else," because he's like, "I'm watching the games after the fact. You know, the games happen on Sunday, and then he got to watch them on fucking Tuesday on freaking
What?
NFL
They
Network or
not
something like that."
they're not live. They're
We don't
not
get to see
having
it live. You don't get to see it
they
live.
don't what they trying to make them pay more for another tier? Is that
I,
what's going on?
I
Or
don't know what it is, but I know when he clicks on the channel, the game don't show.
what? Whoa.
Yeah,
Whoa.
yeah. L's, L's,
Oh, that's a disaster.
major L's, major L's,
Yeah,
major
that's
L.
bad. That's
So
bad. That's all bad.
yeah, but this all said and done, it is what it is.
One thing you do not do is take away football fans' ability to watch sport. You do not take sports away from sports fans. If you want to kill your platform, do that.
They got people going to Peacock. Folks don't want to go to Peacock.
Right at the beginning of the season too, though. Like that's crazy. That is
Yes,
crazy.
yes, bro. It's savage on their part, bro. I hate it. I hate it for him. I hate it for him. But y'all, that's what it is, man. MCXP Radio, man. It's a show. I appreciate everybody that's been tuning in, logging in, joining in, man. I got You know what I'm saying? The thumbs up, the eyes watching, everybody that's been kicking it with us, man. Thank you for everybody that put the comments. Please continue to like, subscribe, hit the bell, all that good stuff with this show, man. I appreciate you, man. Let me see what's it. Oh, big bro talking about it. He said it's Disney. He said they own everything. We can see the games on regular channels like Fox, CBS. Okay, so they can see those. It's just ESPN. You can't see them. Okay.
Okay.
Okay, so you get to see some, but you don't get
So
to see.
no ESPN. So I would assume that's ABC as well. So no ESPN ABC games, and then so that would mean uh no SEC games.
Yeah,
So is the SEC because the SEC is on a lot of
Mm.
SEC games are on ESPN, right? And
yeah,
ABC. So are
yeah.
y'all missing? Is it college too, or is it just NFL?
Oh,
Like that's crazy.
I think it's college too. I think yeah. I mean, if it's ESPN, that's their channel, bro. That's their
Right.
channel
So it's
altogether. So
Disney.
you
So
missing
Disney, yeah, Disney. You missing Disney, ESPN. You missing SEC games. You missing. Wow. Wow.
dirty.
Wow.
Yeah.
Disney, freaking Disney, man, freaking Disney, man. So
No, no.
they
Look.
they in the argument with Disney. It's probably because every now and then these cable companies or streaming platforms they would have a disagreement with a particular streaming service where the streaming service is asking for more money or whatever per subscriber or whatever like that, and the deal that they have with a particular provider expires, and then while they're renegotiating their new deal, you don't get to see those games. I remember this used to happen with the Dodgers and Spectrum all the time. Like
Mm,
every single time the Dodgers deal with Spectrum came up, like it was always like, oh, okay, Dodger games are gonna either go behind a paywall or they just won't be played until the deal gets re-upped. You know what I'm saying? Like it's happened with the Lakers have their own channel now. That all these teams got it started with the Yankees. The Yankees was like the first sports team in America to have their own channel. And then they rolled that into like MSG or something like that, to where, uh, 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 well, no, I don't think Yankees is a part of MSG. I think it's just like the Yankees channel, whatever. But all these other teams started deciding to start their own channel. Like, so imagine you had to pay for a Dodgers channel, a 24-hour Dodgers channel, just to watch Dodgers games. So that's basically what a lot of these teams end up doing. Is like having their own channel. You know what I'm saying? To where and then they would either put that channel, they would make it to where you couldn't buy that channel a la carte. No college game day, no Monday night football. They wait till football starts and they pull this. They don't do it with NASCAR, golf. Uh, it's planned by Disney. Man,
say no,
man,
bro, brother Herb, man.
man,
God, oh man. But
man.
but I'm not going to say anything about Disney because they got so much paper. Y'all can take me out the damn air. So it's what it is. You know, I
Man,
ain't got
what?
y'all.
Man, whatever. Hey, man, freak Disney, man.
I
Like
ain't got
for
look.
real.
I
Like,
ain't got them. So I ain't worried about them. I don't have them. I'm not subscribed to
talking
Disney.
about
So
say
uh,
nothing about Disney, man. That I don't. I've never paid for Disney Plus. Hey, good looking though on the homie grip, like giving me
oh yeah.
access to
So we can
his.
see X Men.
So we can say,
I saw X Men for free. I saw X Men for free.
saw that mess for free, fool.
Ooh.
Didn't have to pay for that at all, movie. Yeah, for real though. Like, hey, man, I wouldn't pay for that junk either, man. Forget them, man.
Really?
Dude, I low key do not like Disney, man. I don't like a lot of these services, really. Like, you know what I'm saying? We pay for them because we low key have to, kind of. I mean, we don't have to. It's just that, you want to see stuff. Like, you want to see stuff, and it's a dang shame that
Yeah.
they broke up cable, and then now the streaming. Like, if you want to watch everything you end up doing the cable thing again. You just paying for a gang of different services a la carte, and it still adds up to the same price that you or even more that you were paying with cable. Like it's insane, man. It's insane.
It's weak. It's weak. But y'all, that is what it is, man. I appreciate y'all, man. Thank you for watching the show, man. Continue to like, subscribe, hit the bell. MCXP Radio here for the BGSC Network. Please, please, please continue to rock with us. We thank you for all the fans, man. Y'all have gotten us way, way over the 1,000 people mark. I think we're at I got to give it a big game, but I think we're at the 10, maybe 20,000 mark on people on subscribers all together with the whole network stuff. So I got to look at it though. But man, we do us a big thing. So I appreciate you guys for sticking with us, keeping us in the loop, all of that good stuff, man. For myself, for my boy Brian, let's go Bengals. Come on, let's get this win. Let's beat KC. Go Chargers. For my bro, a Titans fan. Hey, you know all of that good stuff. But y'all, I'm out of here. Until next time, we'll be back next Friday. Discuss week 2 and anything else that goes down. Shout out to Shannon Sharp. Keep doing what you're doing, homie.
Hey, big dog.
Peace, y'all.
Cruising in a Rari with the hair and nails and toes done. Always keep never gonna give me.
We're gonna make a lot of women mad at this one, but it's alright.
Gonna get a shot at romance. It's kinda too cold.